He's the CEO of the company Exiger. Brandon Daniels on the program for the first time. Brandon, nice to see you. Thanks for coming on. Let me just ask you, you've never been on the show. I don't know your politics. My team just booked you. Compared to 6 months ago, hell, compared to 4 months ago, when a lot of folks out there were claiming all this tariff and trade negotiation was going to crush our economy, we'd be in a recession by summer. It's July 28th. None of that's happened. The market's doing well. Most of all the trade deals benefit us more than any other country. You're a CEO. How are things looking to you, sir?
Absolutely. And thank you for having me on.
Sure.
It's good to be on for the first time. Well, just if you rewind 6 months ago, I was working with the administration on what these tariffs might look like. And there were a lot of numbers that were floating around that were in the single digits, right? A lot of people didn't think that some of these double-digit tariffs were going to be possible without some sort of reciprocal activity or potentially, some backlash, right?
Sure.
And we flash forward 6 months and you see really the impossible happening. One, you're seeing us create tariffs that start to bring manufacturing back to the United States, especially in areas where we can be competitive or where there's automation or where, national security is critical. You're seeing that manufacturing coming back to the U.S. The other thing that you're seeing, which is really the impressive part about these, is that you're also seeing those markets open up. Like the European car market has been closed for decades. And this now gives us a real opportunity to be competitive against European car and automakers. And the thing that's also impressive about this, the third thing, so the first is that we're able to get to these numbers. Two, there isn't the backlash in terms of reciprocal tariffs. But then three, they've actually made these surgically future-proof by making sure that the things that we need from those countries we're getting on a zero-to-zero tariff basis, so not hurting the American people. I think that the world has changed, and I think you have to look at this strategy as a network. So, you think about what Trump is doing in terms of leaning forward when it comes to the AI action plan. The fact is that AI action plan allows us to become more competitive in manufacturing because we can bring in and we can create more robotics. We can lean forward and reduce regulation in terms of how AI is being developed and can start to make it so that we can be cost competitive even against emerging nations that have much lower labor and wages costs. It's leaning in and making sure that we are the owners of our intellectual property instead of it being stolen from abroad.
China.
Yeah, that's right. And so that AI action plan plus deregulation plus these tariffs do give us a real solid fighting chance to bring American manufacturing back in a real way. Because I think he's prioritizing the areas where the United States can be competitive, like the AI and automation and auto manufacturing areas where there have just been incredible sort of changes in this new industrial revolution. I would also say that the trade negotiations where they're landing is better than anyone else could have thought. And then lastly, I think that the areas that we are bolstering, like in defense spending, they are going to lead to a stronger, a stronger America that can continue to project power. And I think that that's a really important thing for us to be economically sound. And Exiger, we're a supply chain AI company, so we're helping all of the biggest companies in the world, 150 of the Fortune 500, manage their supply chains. And so I'm getting the feedback from customers, and I've had customers that have been able to navigate this with, zero cost impacts to them, right? By changing their manufacturing partners, by changing their resourcing to the United States or to, critical allies. And the thing that I think that these set of trade deals will also do is they open up markets that were just closed off to us, frankly.
Closed off forever, never opened at all, never thought of being open, and now Trump's done it.
Right.
Wow. Brandon, let's get you on more. I love what you have to say. Brandon Daniels, CEO of the company Exiger. Thank you for coming on. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yep.
Appreciate your time.
Yep. Have a good evening.